All right, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS, and shout out to the hopeful elected brothers out there on the highways and byways, pushing the truth and righteousness and sincerity. And I want to touch on the Medes, because the Medes are very important in prophecy. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai is actually behind the Medes to take down Babylon, okay? And when you go into the Medes, you go into their modern day name, it's the Iranians. Okay, that's why there's so much media press on the Iranians and the demonization of the Iranians, because they know that in prophecy that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai would be behind them during this last woe, or this third world war. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So what does that mean? That means you can't pay them off like the other politicians and kings and presidents of the world. They can't be brought. They can't be paid off. They're not down with the NWO agenda. Okay, so that's a problem for Esau. It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Because Esau doesn't have mercy on his enemies. He doesn't spare children. He doesn't spare women when he goes to war. Okay, he's very cruel in his warfare. He's skilled at warfare, but he's a very cruel man. Okay, you can look at evidence of the Gaza Strip, what's going on over there. Okay, they're killing women, children, elderly, you name it. There's no mercy. Okay, so you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. All right. So the Iranians are not going to have compassion on Esau and his kingdoms once they let loose, and they're going to cut loose because Salakia, their backs are against the wall right now. All right. I'm gonna read this again. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, okay, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Is not this place likened unto Sodom and Gomorrah? That's one of the signs, or one of the indicators where Babylon is. Okay, America is Babylon the Great. All right, homosexuality is rampant in Babylon. Okay, idol worship is rampant in Babylon. Witchcraft is rampant in Babylon. Okay, this kingdom is the worst kingdom that ever rose to power. Okay, it has all of the wicked kingdoms that preceded it rolled up into one. Okay, it has the idols of Egypt. Okay, the homosexuality of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, the paganism of Rome. All right, it has all of that rolled up into one. This is Babylon the Great. All right, and at one time it was the glory and the beauty of the whole world. All the other countries and all the people outside of it looked at it in wonder and marveled how great it was. And it only became great because it crushed the bones of the Israelites, God's people. Okay, and it stood on top of the bones of the Israelites. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai did a marvelous work. Okay, he assembled those bones back together. Okay, and those bones are the house of David, and they're standing on their feet prophesying, preaching, and because of this, it's causing a reaction in the earth. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is working for us once again. Okay, these daily epistles, these daily videos are summoning Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, it's summoning him. All right, and he's stepped up to the prey, and he's now playing chess with the heathen, and he have them in orchestrated positions. Okay, for war, and these orchestrated positions are going to be their downfall, not realizing that their power and their might was in Psalms 83 when they had an agreement against the children of Israel to smash us. Okay, but now everyone have guns pointed at each other, ready for all-out warfare. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai working on our behalf. All right. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in front generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So this place is going to be completely desolate. All right, this is going to be nothing here. It's going to be a wasteland, and the land is going to be a reminder to the rest of the nations of what happens to you when you go against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Everybody's going to marvel at the destruction of Babylon and the fall of this great man, Esau Edom, okay, the cunning hunter. All right. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall be there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So her days are numbered, man. There's nothing Esau can do to hold on to the power. His last attempt to hold on to power is him coming with a new financial system, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is taking that power, the financial power, away from him. How? The other nations are dropping his currency, okay, devaluing his money, and which is going to cause him to react, to bring forth the MOTB. Okay, I don't want to say too much, because you know they did in the past, and I got my channel taken down and strikes and all kinds of stuff. But the Charagma, for those of you who know what the Charagma is, okay, it's going to be a new digital system, okay, a new financial system that if you don't have it, you won't be able to do business, you won't be able to pay your bills, you won't be able to grocery shop, you won't be able to do anything without the Charagma. All right, and we're living in that time, man. It's going to be Esau's last attempt to hold on to power. And once he does come with this card, right? Once he plays this card of the Charagma, things are going to intensify. It's going to speed up. The third woe is going to be intensified. We're already in it, but it's going to be intensified on the highest level, to where you're going to have nukes flying all over the place, hitting different areas of the earth, and the earth is going to rock to and fro, okay, because of these missiles, these bombs that's going to be going off. All right, so we have a short time. Civil unrest is brewing right now at the Texas border. Okay, you got troops bearing arms, civilians bearing arms. Okay, Babylon is getting ready to be broken down within. Crime is at an all-time high. They're going to lock this down, and then they're going to break Babylon up into districts. They show you that in the movie The Hunger Games. Babylon's going to be broken up into different districts. And if you don't have the Charagma, you won't be able to move outside of these districts. Okay, let me get this real quick. This is Second Esdras, chapter 2 and chapter Salakia, Second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because of their pride. The city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, said Yahweh, I will call together the kings of the earth to reverence me. But during this third woe, everything's going to be locked down. Okay, you won't be able to travel without this mark or this Charagma. So those that have wisdom, even though if Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not with you, you're not going to make it. But to some degree, you want to use some level of wisdom and stock up on some goods, you know, canned goods, water, things of that nature, just to have, you know, for the day of doom or the day of calamity to come. All right, because we're right here on the precipice of it. Just today, there was a bombing in Jordan. Let me get it. Let me see what I wrote. And 3 troops got killed. Salakia. 3 U.S. troops got killed in Jordan. All right, and they're saying that the Iranian militias was behind this attack. Okay. And this is Joe Biden. He gave a speech on it today. It says, Biden says U.S. shall respond after drone strike by Iran-backed groups kills 3 U.S. troops in Jordan. Okay, President Joe Biden said Sunday that the U.S. shall respond after 3 American troops were killed and dozens more were injured in an overnight drone strike in northeast Jordan near the Syrian border. Biden blamed Iran-backed militias for the first U.S. fatalities after months of strikes by such groups against American forces across the Middle East. Biden, who was traveling in South Carolina, asked for a moment of silence during an appearance at a Baptist church banquet hall. We had a tough last night in the Middle East. We lost 3 brave souls in an attack on one of our bases, he said. I'm going to stop there. You can research more. But the third war is intensifying. Okay, it's intense, and it's only going to continue to intensify. Okay, and eventually Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to cut this man Esau Edom short. So the time that he thinks that he has to orchestrate his plan, he really doesn't have. So it's going to force him to move even quicker. Okay, so we're living on very, very, very short time. I probably want to say, I could be wrong, 2 years tops before all hell breaks out. All hell breaks out on this earth. All right. But going back to Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17, Yahweh says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. So Yahweh is causing Esau his left hand, because our God deals with duality. He controls evil and he controls good. He says, I, the Lord, do all things. Okay. He creates evil and good. He controls both sides. And more proof of that is the book of Job, when he had a conversation with Satan. And Satan told him about Job. He said, yeah, he's faithful to you because you have a hedge upon him. Take away that hedge and let me put him to the test. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave him permission, letting you know that he controls duality. He controls both sides of the spectrum. And Esau is in a delusional state because he follows demons and deities. On the left-hand side is where he gets his knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and technology from. Okay, through his sacrifices and worship of the left-hand side. But really, Yahweh is stirring this man up to stir up the Medes for his destruction. Okay, why? Because our time of captivity and punishment is up, it's at an end. Esau was used for judgment, okay, for our sins in the past, okay, and our time is up. We drunk the cup of punishment and we wrung it out dry. All right, we have wrung out the cup of punishment dry. It's over. Okay, the elect will make it on this side. The 2/3 won't. Okay, I always pray I'm part of that number. You know, you always have to stay humble. You know. But yeah, the elect will make it out on this side, and the 2/3 will come back in reincarnation through the loins of the elect in the kingdom. Okay, because right now our people, 50% of them are mental health cases. They on some type of psychotropic meds. Okay, they're gone. Okay, from the elderly, those who came back from the military, the veterans, they're all on some type of psychotropic drug. The other 20% are on some kind of drug or narcotics in the street. Then you got the gangbangers that don't want to listen. Then you have the homosexuals. Okay, then you have these women that are just disobedient, don't care about men, don't want to be guided, don't want to be instructed, don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, Yahweh's going to do away with them. Okay, on this side, they're going to be done away with. The elect are going to be taken and changed to come back and fight the forces of evil. Okay, and then the kingdom will be built. Okay, because the heathen are going to build the kingdom, and paradise is going to ensue on earth. Okay, once again. All right, and Israel will have rest. All right, and that's the story. That's the story. But right now, we're living in some beautiful times, but some serious times as well. Okay, we're living in some serious times. I can't stress that enough, man. Okay. Let me get this verse. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. So that tells you that the people that's in the land can't be the people if Yahweh is going to set his people in their own land towards the end again. Okay, those people converted into Judaism. Okay, they're imposters. They're not the real children of Israel. All right, their land will be desolate. The Lord is going to use the Medes to make the rest of that land desolate. They already made the Gaza Strip desolate. They already turned Syria into a ruinous heap, okay, which is north of them. And soon that piece that they occupy, because that's not the piece that they occupy is not all of Israel. Israel spans all the way into the Gaza Strip, into Syria, and to even some parts of northern Africa, okay, like Upper Egypt, I believe. All right, so Israel is much bigger than the piece that they own, and see, that's why they're fighting so much to regain claims to the rest of the land, okay, which was divided amongst the heathen once we fell. All right, and they know that. That's the reason for the fights. All right, it's about dominion, power, and Yahweh is going to make that particular area where they are desolate too, and the whole land will be desolate. And when the elect come back and set things right, along with the angels and our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai and the Archangel Michael, the heathen will be a possession, and they will serve and they will build the kingdom. Okay. Let me finish this. I'm gonna read this again. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set him in their own land. And strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the houses of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You reap what you sow. You wanted to take the children of Israel into captivity. You wanted to make them perpetual slaves, and keep them as slaves forever. But that attempt failed. So now the tables are turned, and the tables will turn, and they shall be the ones that are being possession now. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around, and that's where we at. All right, so we got to stay prayed up, repent, whatever sins that you're dealing with. Okay, you got to try and get right, man, because the time is now to get your souls right. All right, the time is now to get your soul right. It behooves you to get your soul right with the Most High, man, as we're living in a time of judgment. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to come down hard with his left hand. Okay, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom, Akim, stay strong.